Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video. This is a special video because we have just reached 5,000 subscribers and trust me, I made sure to upload the video exactly when we reached that number. Okay, this video is also special because this is the first time I'm talking in front of a camera. Now, you might not be seeing this right now, you might be seeing a cashew, but I guess it's time I got out of my shell. And yeah, I know the analogy doesn't really work because cashews don't have shells, but without further ado... Okay, but why am I doing this? Well, I have a few plans for the future of this channel. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I think we should first get to know each other. And I mean, I can't really know you because I can't see you, but I am Old Dew, and so not Cashew Old Dew because I'm not a cashew right now, but I am Old Dew, and I am real. Who would have thought? Now, yeah, I don't know what to say about me. I don't do very special or interesting things. I can say that I've got a pretty bad green screen and a pretty bad camera, but since the number 5,000 was getting closer and closer, I had to work with whatever I found in my drawer, so I got an old camera and here I am speaking in front of you. Now, of course, I'm not only using this camera to make some weird 5,000 face reveal. What I want to do is to give myself a few more options. You see, sometimes when I make videos, I have to settle on some subject and to explain it a little. And when I do that, I'm usually not moving my mouse or not doing anything on the screen. And those moments tend to get a bit boring, at least they do get for me, and most probably they get for you as well. So in order to avoid that, what I have to do is to maybe make the little cashew move around a bit. And while that is very fun, I'm not sure if you can tell, I'm almost sure you can tell, that I am not the best video editor in the world. And on top of that, even though you cannot really see it, whenever I'm making a tutorial, I start moving my hands a lot. You know, I'm talking about some subject, I'm saying, oh, you can use tile maps because they are very useful, and I'm moving my hand trying to show it to you, to show the tile maps, and yeah, you cannot see that. But now, well, even though it's in 30 FPS, hopefully I'll change this camera soon enough, you are going to be able to see everything. Yay! Yeah, and on top of that, I would really like to get into streaming. You see, I'm already working on Fangs and Faith Solitaire, and I have already a lot of projects in mind that I would really like to do, and I think it would be very nice to share that with you. And also, from time to time, we could be doing some more casual streams in which maybe I play a game or two that you recommend, and we can discuss the game design and maybe analyze what parts of the game are very good, very nice, and what parts of the game are struggling and could be improved, just to gain a bit of game design knowledge to make our own games better. Okay, but I think we have talked enough about future plans. Let's focus on the present and on right now. Actually, we are focusing a bit on the past now that I think about it, because a few maybe weeks ago, I'm not sure when I'm posting this video, depending on when I make 5,000, but a few weeks ago I asked you if you wanted to ask me something, so basically just your everyday Q&A. And we actually have some questions. So for the first question, how are you? Well, I am definitely more human today, I'm not very cashew, so thanks for asking. Why Cashew Old Dew? Why did you choose this name? Well, I think it's a pretty funny story because this happened a long time ago. I am old. Oh my god, it happened like 12 years ago. But I was playing Minecraft on some private server, and yeah, there were just a few people, like 30 guys or something. And what you could do at that point was to change your name in order to get a new skin. So what I did was to change my name into Honeydew because I really liked the skin Honeydew, or Simon from Yogscast, was wearing. So everyone knew me as Honeydew. And what happened? Well, at some point the server got wiped, which just meant that everything got removed from the server so everyone could start from zero again. And somebody had taken the Honeydew name. Now, the only thing I could do was to name myself Old Dew because I was the old Honeydew. Okay, and yeah, after naming myself that, I kept going with that name, and finally I wanted to make a channel in which I do casual videos. And I just wanted to make a pun to call the channel Casual Dew. And I came up with Cashew Old Dew. And yeah, I didn't really live up to the name because on this channel there are only serious YouTube tutorials and not very casual videos. But hey, maybe we start doing casual videos with this one here. So yeah, thanks a lot for the question. Okay, moving on. How old are you? You've been making games for how long? Are you a self-taught programmer or you went to college? Well, depending on when I'm going to post this video, I'm either 26 or 27 years old, and most probably I am 27 years old right now. I've been making games for 2 years or something like that. I tried doing games on and off some long time ago, but it didn't really work out. But 2 years ago I started making games, and also 1 year ago-ish I started making tutorials. So yeah, roughly 2 years. Finally, I am not a self-taught programmer. I went to college. However, I don't think going to college is so important. You see, the best things that I learned from college are not even programming related. I know there was some programming here and there, of course, but what I learned most was how to do things myself. It's not really like in high school in which you get precisely some instructions to do this and to do that and this and that and so on. It's more like you get a big task, a big project, you get a deadline, and you have to finish the project no matter what before that deadline, or otherwise you're going to get some bad grade. And what that teaches you is how to do things yourself, how to do things under pressure, and how to actually learn. Because if you don't manage to learn, then you're not going to do things on time. So I can talk more about this. I think it's a pretty interesting subject, and if you want to hear more, then let me know. Okay, why did you choose Godot as a game engine, and how did you come across it? Actually, I've been using Unity for quite some time, but I think, I don't remember very well, but I think I didn't really like that Unity was starting very slow and taking up a lot of space, and also the 2D system of Unity was a bit confusing for me at the time. For some reason, I kept mixing 2D with 3D. It was not a very clear separation between 2D and 3D, and maybe I just had no idea how to do things. Maybe Unity does things absolutely great. But I saw Godot and I saw what it's capable of, and I saw that it was very simple for my small brain at the time. Not that now it's much larger, but I went with Godot and I loved it, and the documentation was amazing, and it's open source. If I don't get something with the documentation, then I'm just going to look in the code and understand from there, and it's it's just great. Okay, pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Yay. I just lost all my subscribers. If you could ask yourself one question, what would that be? And now, finally, how can one improve on game design? Well, I think that this is again a question that could be asked for a whole video. Okay, but as a short answer, and the first thing that I can think of is that as a developer, you easily get detached from being an actual player. You see, because you developed the game, everything seems very easy to you, everything is obvious to you, and everything makes sense. So you just make the game, you expect everything to go well, and then you go and ask somebody to play the game. And when they play the game, you have a wonderful surprise. They have no idea how to play it. And you're like, how can you have no idea how to play it? This is so obvious. And yes, of course, what's needed is a lot of testing. It's detaching from this development mindset and trying to see the game from the perspective of the player. And maybe one other thing you could do would be to make smaller games, because I think it's harder to get tunnel vision for a small game, because you start working on a game and you almost immediately finish it. Okay, almost immediately in game development time frame, but yes, you finish the game much quicker than you would on a project that would last 1 year, for example. But yeah, I'm sure there is a lot more to it. Okay, but if for some reason you stuck until this point to watch some random dude talking about game development or whatever, I want to say that again, I thank you so much for watching, and I thank you so much for being one of the 5,000 subscribers. And I want to thank my Ko-fi supporter, because he's been around for 6, 7, whatever amount of months. It's a lot, man. And he hasn't said anything, but if you are watching these videos, I am very thankful. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Please leave a comment with whatever you want. I am so happy to read comments from you. It's really the most enjoyable part of this whole thing. And yeah, I haven't really got much to say. I think I said quite a lot already. So see you in the next one. Bye.